this episode of You Can't Eat the Grass. We've been too busy selling tulips to notice the farm has nothing planted for summer. Row after row of weedy mess. Can we get the farm back in order plus get ready for the market? Or will we get washed away? Stay tuned to find out.
Over the last 2 days, we have sold almost $7,000, which is amazing, and it has been exhausting. But it's Monday, so it's back to the grind, and we need to be really serious about what that grind means this week, because I know I say this in every video, but the farm is falling apart. I'm legitimately stressed out. We were having, a couple weeks ago, weather so cold, freezing hard every night, so we couldn't actually plant in any of our fields. Then we got COVID, and we were too sick to do anything for 2 weeks, and we also are in an insane heat wave that is having record-breaking temperatures, which means that it's almost 100 this week. There is no spring. So we are now in early summer as far as plants are concerned, and nothing is planted. Normally at this time of year, I would have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of plants in the ground, but instead the farm looks like this.
I wish it looked like that.
Yeah, best case scenario, it looks like this. We have so much that needs to get into the ground, and the truth is, it's getting in so late that we are not going to have flowers for a window of time. So we can't delay on this. This has to happen. We're all very, very tired from Mother's Day. It was very important to work hard on making that money, because you need money for the flower farm to function. But now it's time that we think for the future, because we need flowers also for the flower farm to function. So Ian is winning at the game of wanting to let all the peonies bloom, purely because I've just been so busy I haven't been able to come in and disbud everything. And now they're blooming and I'm very excited. This was a very expensive peony. This is a yellow peony and it was like twice as much money as all the rest of the peonies. Like right now, everyone likes the pastels, everyone likes like the corals. These are all the really trendy colors, but like a soft buttery yellow is the type of thing that would be timeless. You know, and my idea with the peony field was I want to have these until I'm 80. Maybe I don't need to buy things that are trendy. Maybe I just need to get a beautiful soft buttery yellow. I really, really like them. Doesn't smell like anything. As much as I would love to frolic in the peony field, soaking in all the flower beauty, I can't. Gotta get back to work, so I have to get back to planting with Nellie and Ian. Please water this for me.
Okay.
Farming is hard work, but I don't want to smell like it is. And that's why I'm excited about our sponsor, Native. Native is a deodorant brand that offers effective odor protection with simple and high quality ingredients. The texture of the deodorant is not sticky and feels dry while applying. It's also aluminum-free, paraben-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. The ingredients are familiar and simple, such as coconut oil and shea butter, so you know exactly what you're putting on your skin. My favorite is the sensitive range, which is baking soda free. Made with coconut oil and magnesium oxide, it provides up to 72 hours of odor protection. And I love their plastic-free design, which uses the same formula as their regular popular deodorant, but with more sustainable packaging. Ian and I don't like scents, so my go-to is always unscented. But I also tried out lavender and rose, which has a pleasant floral scent and isn't too overpowering. And from the sensitive line, aloe and green tea has an incredible fresh smell that I really love. Use my link and code YCETG2 and get 20% off your first purchase at Native. This offer is available site-wide, but only for a limited time, so stock up and save. Well, we've been really busy. We've been so busy that we haven't actually filmed any updates for you guys because we've just been go, go, go. So Nellie and I have been planting seedlings. We've been trying to get a bunch of them into the ground. We have this whole section cleaned up and planted. We got my feverfew, Rebecca, you know, there's still some space. This, you know, with the hot weather, I've been watering. The seeds are finally coming up. Unfortunately, the weeds are also coming up, so not great. We planted out a whole bed of Lisianthus. I was going to sell Lisianthus, but then when Nellie started working with us, I decided to save some of them to put more into the farm so that we could have a bit more of a succession, because we're gonna be trying to do 2 markets because of Nellie. And then this is where I had my status and straw flowers last year. We filled this up. I still have 2 more trays of status. So 3 whole beds of great for drying stuff. I probably have 4 beds in total. You know, haven't even got into the straw flowers. Seeing this happen is making me feel really good.
And I've been busy prepping stuff too, like getting this tilled, because Serina can't plant until I get the beds ready.
What we do for bed prepping is we will lift up the landscape fabric that is down on the bed so that we can till up the area. There's usually weeds. You know, if there's not weeds, then we don't really need to till quite as much, but we'll put down some pelleted organic fertilizer. This year we're putting down a little bit of lime, and we'll till that in, you know, breaks up any of the weed roots, because we're still dealing with these like aggressive, you know, roots in the ground, weeds like couch grass, you know, just nasty stuff. And then Ian rakes it out, and we, this year, are gonna be putting down the plastic again, because there's just too many weeds. We need to get a handle on the weeds. We've already gotten one of the in between the greenhouses sections done. We used up our bits and pieces plastic, so there's a little bit of area that has some weeds, but the weeds that are gonna grow here are weedy amaranths, which I use before they go to seed as fillers, so you know, it's not bad to have a little bit of space for them to grow. But we've even been busy down here. Nellie filled in 2 of the beds down here as well, so I'm feeling really good to see the farm getting planted. This might not look like much to you guys, but this is actually really exciting for me, because this is plants disappearing. This is plants getting into the ground. If I'm honest, there's probably 12 or 13 beds worth of plants like right here, not including tomatoes. So there's still a lot of work to be done. And there's more than I need to seed, but you know, it's moving, it's happening. This means that, you know, we will eventually have flowers.
What do you got there?
This is Carthamus. It's like an orange, like spiky plant. The flowers dry really well, but our plan is that we're gonna use it as a filler. The pods, when they're closed, are like really cool and textural, and then they get this like puff of orange. So I'm thinking they're gonna be an amazing base for summer bouquets. And I didn't plant these very long ago. These grew really fast, and like they're like, oh, get me in the ground. So that's exciting. I want to be able to actually do a couple successions of these. So fast flowers, yay. And then the most exciting thing of all, which you may not realize it, but the lights are off. The racks are empty. I currently have nothing inside. Everything is in our outdoor nursery station. These were all full. I had 5 full racks. This is it. This is what the goal is. We're achieving it. Things are emptying out. Our life is getting easier for taking care of the baby plants. We're gonna be able to soon be spending most of our time out in the field.
Oh, so strong.
I know.
Muscle girl.
So what we're working on now is we are doing glads. We are gonna mix together all of our glads to make Serina's custom blend, and we're gonna plant them into these crates. By putting them into the crates, it's very easy to put them in and out of the greenhouse, and it's really fast to plant them. Instead of having to dig a hole, put them in, we can just do it right here at the compost pile, put it down, and then we're good to go. We're gonna take them out, and then we're gonna put them back in. It's like insanely smoky. The air quality is very bad. There's a fire in the province beside us, and the direction of the weather shifted, and so we've been bogged down for the last 2 days. When it gets really smoky, because we're outside for 8, 12 hours a day, we wear masks. It's one of those things. Being outside in the smoke, you know, for an hour, you don't really notice it, but when you've been outside for a couple hours, you start to get like a little bit of a headache. The mask really helps with those more subtle, like smoke effects. You know, and every year we have like an entire summer of smoke, so I figure, you know, do some preventative medicine so that I still have lungs, you know, 20 years from now. Okay, how we do this in the crates, put down a piece of paper, though I don't actually know if you need to put down a piece of paper. Then, I don't know, put, what do you think, like an inch or two in?
Yeah, a couple inches.
You know, you don't need too much. If the roots need more space, it's on the dirt anyways, so they can always root into place. Okay, and then we put them in really tight. Right, we do like similar to the tulips, where they're like egg carton tight. You know, they're not touching each other, but we cram a lot of them in. We're doing 400 today.
Six crates of glads. Let's go get these in the greenhouse.
These other ones are looking really good.
Yeah, they're coming along.
Right? Because we didn't even know if these would make it, because these were the ones that were from last year.
Spent like a year and a half in our fridge.
Yeah.
Good, fine. They look like they're coming alive.
Yeah. Proof of how easy they are. Little nicer to carry when they are dry compost, not wet compost.
Yeah,
huh?
totally.
That's part of what makes this job actually like doable. Load them with the dry compost and then wet them into place.
Okay. Another thing on the list checked off. Well, done for the night. It's kind of nice to do the tilling at night because, you know, it's pretty hot out there and being around the machine when you're tilling is hot. But there's a trade-off because bugs fly into your ears and into your eyes the whole time that you're tilling at night. It feels good to have gotten some cleanup done on the farm today. My mental health is closely related to how good the farm looks. Making it look better makes me feel better. It's Friday morning and there's no more time to do farm tasks. The only thing we can do now is harvest flowers for the farmer's market tomorrow and get them arranged. Nellie and Rox are here to help us out today, so that's awesome. Hopefully we should be able to get all the bouquets made at a very reasonable time. And I'm excited because, you know, this is the first week that we're going to be bringing some ranunculus down to the farmer's market. There's not going to be a ton, but there's going to be some. And we still have lots of great looking tulips. Serina is just about to do some harvesting, so I'm gonna go catch up with her.
I got my water. Now I need to get my flowers before it gets any hotter.
Well, this is exciting.
I know, we got ranunculus, but this might be it. This might be the only ranunculus just this week. From the heat, something's better than nothing, so I'll take it.
I hear a whiner.
Hiya. Looks like one of these got mixed in. One of these do not belong. Oh look, another. There's more pink. Someone accidentally dropped some pink into the orange mix, which very easily could have been me. Find a spot for the last bunch.
You coming with this, Kaya? I think that's a yes.
Makes me happy. It smells so good in here with these all opening up and blooming. I made a bouquet that had just like 2 stems in it. Put it in the stand, and the whole stand was just like, oh, it smells like stock. They're kind of pathetic. They're, you know, they're barely tall enough. They really should be like big and strong, but they still smell great even when they're short. Hi, Dusty. You hanging out? We're going to your favorite spot. Not on the property. Let's start further down.
So what's the name of your favorite greenery?
I have no idea. Shrub. Why? Random shrub that grows in excess.
When this property gets developed, you're gonna miss it.
I know, I will. But until then, I'll water it a few times a year. Baby it a little bit.
Well,
last year we picked like hundreds of stems out of here, because like every single ranunculus bouquet that left the property had at least one of these in it.
all the lupins are flowering.
Pretty. It's pretty good. I think I have some greenery. Let's do this.
Today's going pretty well. Serina told me that she's already got 45 bouquets made and it's only like 3:30 or so. So no late nights tonight. You know, the goal this year is to basically stop doing those 4 in the mornings, which are, you know, kind of fun for the video, but They definitely are hard on the sleep schedule. So in here you can see there's a big rack over there. And those are all finished bouquets, and I gotta get those in the cooler. Plan is to bring $1,500 down to the market, which I think will be lots. I think, you know, if we can sell out of that, it'll be a great market. Well, it looks like there's some with the giant alliums in there. Oh, those look so cool. But there's no time for me to ogle the bouquets. I have to get these in the cooler before they get too hot. I took out a few bouquets to put in the roadside stand. We're getting to that time of day where people start stopping by after work. They started selling and I gotta top it up. We only had one lonely bouquet here, so now we got some reinforcements. We're actually so far ahead today, which feels amazing, that I can actually do some tilling. So I didn't think I was gonna be able to do any farm tasks today, but that's what I'm doing now. The truck is all packed up now. Serina's just making some bouquets in the outbuilding here, so let's go check on her. Hello.
Caught me making bouquets at night, even though I'm not supposed to be doing this anymore, right?
That's right. It's okay though, right?
Yeah, we got most of the bouquets done earlier when Nellie and my friend were here helping out, but there's about 30 more that we want to bring, and I did farm stuff. So, but it's not going to take very long. Once these get bunched up, there's 10 already done.
You want to go check the stand?
Yeah, go see if we're rich. It's going to be sad to be officially done with tulips again for the year. They're so beautiful, and then the season was just so short this year. Let's give this one to the stand. We broke our camera and by leaving it out in the cold of winter. And the problem is with this camera, we don't even use it for theft. Theft isn't the purpose of this camera. The purpose of this camera is that it looks at how many bouquets are in the stand so that I can, throughout the day, you know, every hour or two, check the camera and see if we need bouquets up here. It's far enough that if I was to walk up and check every time, it'd be like 10 minutes every time, and it would eat up a lot of the day. So, you know, we need that camera back to be able to get into the pattern of keeping flowers in here, like permanently. Okay, are we rich? I can see money. Money in here. Anyway, good night, stand. See you tomorrow.
Okay, it's market morning. It's time to get going. I'm pretty excited. It's really beautiful out here this morning. Today Sam is coming down with me to the market, so that should be a lot of fun. And we haven't really done that before, but he's been talking about it all week, so he's really excited. Yeah, the bouquets look good. I'm just gonna get this truck loaded up and head off as early as I can, because it's gonna be a little bit more work with having Sam. Serina did pretty good last night making bouquets. I just gotta go and sell them, which should be the easy part, right? When they look this good. Okay, the truck is loaded up. Just need to grab this bucket of bouquets, take it up to the roadside stand. Open that up, and then it's time to wake up Sam. See how that goes. To be fair, Sam is probably the only morning person in the house. He usually gets up as soon as he sees sunlight in the morning, so shouldn't be too hard to get him awake this morning. The lilacs are all blooming, so it smells really nice. Nice and warm and quiet and peaceful. So I'm excited to get off to this market here this morning. And you know, last week was Mother's Day. It was crazy, it was insanity. And this week's gonna be a lot slower, so it should be easier. You know, it's a lot of fun when you're selling lots, but it's also a lot of work. Today I'll be a little bit more relaxed. I'm hoping that we can sell out, or at least get close. That would be a pretty good week for me. So, the only one way to find out though.
Hi.
You ready for the market, Sam?
Yep. Dusty.
Oh, Dusty wants to come too.
Good tonight, Tom. Imagine he even hopped in the car.
Let's get in that truck and get off to that market.
I was going to the market with my daddy.
All set up down at the market here, but now it started raining. You know, in the Okanagan, with how dry it is here, never complain about getting some rain, but you know, I don't necessarily want it to happen during the market. I don't actually have any control over that though, so there's not much I can do. Sam's all set up over here. He's ready to hang out and help all day, so it's exciting to have him down here.
Hey, Daddy.
I'm interested to see how things go today. Usually the rain here is just kind of like a heavy cloud passes through. It's not like you get socked in all day, so I imagine that this will pass pretty quick and we'll be back to some, you know, clear weather.
Daddy, look at this. We have flood.
Oh no, we're getting a flood. The water's coming for us. Well, the rain has stopped for now. It's about 7:30, so it's still half hour till the market starts. It was coming down really hard there, and the wind was starting to pick up. This is an old tent, so it was starting to rock and roll pretty good. Hopefully now we get some nice sunny weather and people aren't scared to come out to the market so we can sell all these flowers. The market's been open for 1 hour now. It's all cleared up. It's, you know, sunny, clear skies. Beautiful weather now, so the rain this morning shouldn't keep anyone from showing up. We're at $200 so far, which is okay. If we had like a table full of ranunculus, then I'm sure we would sell like crazy. But so far, this little corner of the table where the ranunculus are and some of these like red tulip bouquets, this is where all the bouquets are selling out of for the most part. So we're 2 hours into the market now, and we're at 460 bucks. So, you know, like that's okay. We're on pace to do something decent today. Other than the Mother's Day markets, we haven't broken $1,000 yet this year. So I'm really hoping that we can, you know, get well above 1,000 to kind of, you know, be back where we were last year and doing so strong at the markets. So that's my goal for today, and I think we're on pace to do that. It's a little bit after 11 and we're at 960, I think it is. So we shouldn't have too much problem getting to that $1,000 market, which is good. And you know, we should probably end up in that $1,200 range. Oh.
one more battle.
Oh, Sam, we still have an hour and 45 minutes. Sam says he just wants to go home. And I just realized that I was wearing my shirt inside out, so it's definitely one of those mornings where you wake up in a fog. All right, the market is over. The grand total today was $15.40, so that's one of our best markets ever. Really exciting to be, you know, getting some positive momentum coming out of this week. Now I gotta clean up and get home and get back to work. There's more stuff to do on the farm. How's it going in here?
Looks pretty good. There's stuff missing from this afternoon when I made things. I think we did pretty good. Let's check.
Oh, I see lots of toonies.
Oh. Someone made a big purchase.
Yeah.
It's 180, I'm assuming, is what all these coins add up to. And then what did you say we had in e-transfers today?
$100.
So 280. So we did fairly good for the week, considering I always consider this kind of a dud week because the week after Mother's Day, you know, bouquets just don't really sell because Mom already has bouquets in her house. So we did, what was it, $15.40 at the farmer's market today. And then we did about $2,200 including the stand for the week, which is good because we were shut down. We only started selling again on Wednesday. Old reliable, the stand yet again saving our butts. And it really does seem like this week people following Mother's Day were reminded that, oh yeah, there's that little shed that I like to buy flowers from. It seems like a lot of our regulars are starting to come back.